Yogi Clan, welcome back to Yogi Cycle Service. We are here today again to hopefully finish it up today with the 2008 R6. And what do we need to do? We need to finish installing the headlight and we need to fix the brake and the master cylinder in the front. What have we done? We have ordered and gotten off of eBay a master cylinder all-in-one combination that is 7/8 a hole here. So it'll fit these handlebars. This came off a Busa. So we are hoping that this will give us the right cylinder size to control dual front brakes, because this came off a Busa, and we're hoping that this is going to fit, and we're going to have to make it work on this bike here. So today we're going to mount this. We're going to use these in my method to reverse bleed the brakes, and then we're going to mount this headlight, and we're probably just going to hardwire in the headlight because I don't think he's going to change it anytime soon. So instead of using a pigtail, we're just going to hardwire it in. So stick with us while we get this work done on this bike, and thank you for joining us. If you are new to Yogi Cycle Service, I am Yogi. And here at Yogi Cycle Service, we do all kinds of service on motorcycles, we do repairs, we do maintenance, we do all kinds of weird things. And anything motorcycle and Yogi related. So I thank you for joining us here today. I hope you like this video. If you do, mash that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and surf around my channel and check out some of my other videos that I have out there. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. I am really excited to get this bike done so we can take it for a test drive. I haven't ridden a bike like this in probably 20 years. So I'm going to be super excited to get this bike on the road again. So let's get this front brake fixed and let's dig on in. Okay. Look at that. The wiring even matches. Plug and play, baby. Let's see if that taillight works. Oh, it works. Look at that. Clamp put on here, and we'll tighten it down. Oh yeah, that's better. Cool. Now all we gotta do is bleed the brakes. Alright, Yogi Clan, with the brake on, flushed and bled. Yeah, baby! It's time for phase 2 of operation. So, we are going to attempt to mount this headlight onto here. I do know that these brackets will fit in the forks. The issue we have is this plug. Probably really should go buy a 3-prong plug, and maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe I will buy a 3-prong plug and make this easy, but tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these off, and we're just going to attach them to here to see if we can get it to work first. And if it works, I'll go buy the plug, and I'll solder in a plug into this wiring harness, and then we can just plug this headlight in. Make life easy. So, as part of my internet stalking, I did find a service manual for a bike very similar to this. I think it might have been a year or two earlier. This is a 2008 R6. This might have been a 2007 R6. And I looked at the wiring diagram to try to figure out with this harness what the heck is going on. This right here, this 3-wire plug, I know that that is my headlight plug. The low beam says B/G. So this wire right here, I don't know if you can see it, is blue/gray. And then you have B for black, which would be that one. So those two would be your low beam. Your high beam is B/Y. If I look at this, it's, I don't know, it's kind of, the middle wire is brown, and there are 2 little marks on it. I guess they're yellow. Not really. But that's what we're going to go with. So we're going to say that this one and this one are our low beams, and the one in the middle is our high beam. So let's test this out and see if it works. First thing we're going to do is go like this. Yes. And then we're going to strip these off. I could cut that wiring harness and just solder these straight in, but it's kind of short. And if there's a problem with the light, I would just rather be able to plug it in. Alright, so we're going to take this black one, we're going to put it through this hole in this 3-part plug and twist it around. We're going to take this blue one, do the same thing, stick it through the hole. And take this BY, what we think is BY, brown with yellow, stick it through this hole. Of course, none of that works. Let's see if high beam works. Showing the black one in the middle and then these 2 on the side. So let's wire it like that. Okay, that works, but the high beam doesn't work. Okay. High beam still doesn't work. Alright y'all, here's the situation. So I have tried every wiring combination possible, and it's either the top 4 or just the bottom row. I can't get this switch to go back and forth between high beam and low beam. So the next thing I'm going to do, let's pull apart this switch and figure out what wires do what. Let's try that. Yellow and a red with yellow. That's interesting. So what do we run? Do we run all the lights or just some of the lights? Let's go to the store. Let's grab a pigtail. Let's do this the right way. Okay? Let's do that. Alright, Yogi Clan, back from the auto parts store, we got a pigtail, which will fit into that headlight. So here's the deal. Went and talked to my neighbor. So this is the headlight harness, right? So one turn signal is here, one turn signal is here, one headlight's here, one headlight's here. I went and talked to my neighbor, because he does more work on these style bikes than I do. And what he said is, you know what, Yogi? When this is here, typically this bike, and maybe y'all were yelling at me on this video, hey Yogi, this is what you may have been yelling. You know, this light will be on running as the low beam. And then this light over here comes on when you turn on the high beam. You'll have one running low beam, and then you'll have 2 running on high beam. So maybe these 2 really need to be routed together and then connected to the headlight. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this off. Let's go ahead and cut this one off also. Let's strip these down, because this could be why that was not, the high beam was not working. Because these 2 things probably are dependent upon each other. So the top one should be my high beam, which I think is the black wire. Plug this in. See what happens. Turn it on. High beam's on. Okay, all 4 bottoms are on. It's red. Okay, that's the top light. The yellow and the red. that's evidently not it. All right, y'all, I have tried every configuration known to man. Didn't make any difference. I think we're gonna just cut these off and abandon these in place, put some heat shrink tape over them to protect them, and then we're just gonna solder it to where it's high beam all the time with these wires here, and then hide this harness back in behind the headlight with some zip ties here like that. That's kind of the plan. So the A for effort, but until we figure something else out, I don't see much else to do. So I'd like to get this bike back to the owner. We still need to figure out the instrument cluster and the run start stop switch. We still need to figure those two things out, but I figured at least I can get a running bike back to him so he can enjoy it for a little bit, and then maybe this fall, when fall comes, we'll figure out the instrument cluster and everything else. All right, that's the plan. Let's get it done. All right, Yogi Clan, headlight is on. Voila.